Today I'm one of those witches, and look, I can throw a potion. That's because I have a new mod. And now I'm a ghast doing fireballs. Look at that, it's crazy. Now I'm a fish, and I'm dying on land because I can't breathe. This is the Remorphed Mod, and it's really good. Look, I'm even a zombie gonna die. Here, look, I'm gonna show you how to install it. Grab myself a sword, head to CurseForge, and then what you need to do is search for Remorphed. Once you've found Remorphed, it shows you the details. You can click install, and then select a profile while I kill this camel, because I'm gonna become the camel. Now you want to select the version, which is 1.2, 1.5 of 21 if you really want, because I'm not AI. And then you can just simply install it, and once it's finished, you can press play. CurseForge has everything, and I'm very happy with that. So I press play, I load up the little launcher, then press play again. Basically, it's the same system here. Once I'm in the game, I can start morphing into creatures that I kill. So here I'm just going around, and I'm macking a few of these cats. I want this white one. Come here, yes. And once I've got the cat killed, it becomes an inventory item. If I press B, I can load up an interface where I can choose what animal or creature I want to be. Thank you, Mr. Cat. I'm another one. So here I am, look. I'm going to press B, and now I can select all the animals that I've killed thus far. Camels and cats. It's an all-black cat, but I did actually kill a white one. You can change that on the variants. And then you can run around as a cat. How fantastic is that? Look at me. I'm actually quite low down because the profile of a cat is low, and I'm on the ground, happily looking for a bed to sleep in this weird, abandoned, dungeony kind of a village. Pretty neat. Now look, I'm gonna go and get that squid. I want to be a squid. Some of the creatures have an action that you can press R to use. Does the squid, I question. So first, let's go to the menu. Here we go. Press B for squid. Now I'm a squid. Spinning round very strangely. I don't think this one works quite well. What do you think? It's a bit weird. It looks like I'm hacking in CS or something. Not that I've ever done that, you know, maybe. But yeah, let's go get the salmon instead. Does a salmon have a special move? No, it doesn't. But it can swim in the water. What's that? That looks like a creature, but it isn't. It's just a sand thing. The salmon can die. I can drown, and I don't want to drown. I just want to swim around. Let's go kill this pufferfish. The pufferfish does have some kind of ability. So I do have a sword as a salmon. It's kind of strange to say. The pufferfish is down, so I press B. I get the interface. Whoops, I open up the escape menu. And now I can press R to use the pufferfish's ability, which is to go large. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? I can swim around in the sea as a large, scared pufferfish. This could be useful to maybe hurt your friends if they grab you. Maybe. I haven't really tried that, because I don't have any friends. But being a pufferfish and enabling the largeness is kind of fun. Let's see what other creatures I can be. Look, if you're a fish and you go on land, you turn floppy, and I'm dying because I can't breathe anymore because I'm on land. It's a bit weird, but if you press B again before I drown, yeah, it's kind of weird to say, you can actually switch yourself back to you, and then you won't drown because I'm now breathing air. I don't need to breathe water anymore. That's a strange quirk, but it's a really fun mod to try. The Remorphed mod is really good. So let's go have a look over here, and what can I do? I kind of want to be a zombie, because I did think I killed one in the village earlier. So press B, choose the zombie villager. Ow, I'm dying. Why am I dying? Oh, because zombies die in the day, don't they? So what I'm going to have to do is drop down here, hopefully not die, and then, yeah, be safe in the dark. That's good. Okay, that's something else to learn. So what else can I be? What can I be? Let's choose this, the spider. The spider doesn't seem to have any unique abilities, but he has a low profile, and I like the spider sounds. There's my little leg. I can hit things with my leg. That's funny, isn't it? The spider has no abilities, but he's cute. So let's check. I'll try something else. If you press B to get the interface, I can be the witch like I was in the beginning. And now I can run around and blast potions by pressing R. You press R, and he drops a potion, look. Bang! Let's go see that again. Where did it go? The timer is in the bottom right-hand corner. You see how that little potion is filling up? Once it reaches the top, I can throw another. Boom! That's pretty cool. I like the ability of throwing potions like that. That's something I need. I think that's something we all need. Let's throw one off the edge of the cliff. Where did it go? I think it went in the sea. Well, that's silly of me, isn't it? Maybe I can morph into something else while I'm here. Let's see. I like the idea of being a guardian. Ooh, a ghast. Yeah, there we go. Look, I can fly around. Huge. I'm like a big bus or a marshmallow in the sky. If you press R, you can launch your fireballs, and it's crazy. crazy big. Look at this. I take up the entire screen. I think it's pretty cool. You could have a ghast fight, a jousting competition of ghastness. In survival mode, you can see I have a few less hearts. That's because the creature has a certain amount of health points. If you noticed in the beginning, the camel had a lot of health, but the ghast hardly has any. He has 5 hearts, and he seems to be hungry or something. Although he doesn't have a hunger bar, which is pretty cool. Let's try the Enderman. Yeah, I like the Enderman. So here, I've got some blaze rods, because I was trying something else earlier with the blaze for some reason. Let's just destroy that. It's rubbish, I don't need it. But this particular ability is teleportation. Look, I can teleport across the map by pressing R once the ender pearl has filled up in the corner. Pretty cool. It's actually very scary. The Enderman is a very dangerous creature as well, as we know. So let's go and fight some of these things over here. I don't know if they will fight me, but you can enable, in mob fighting, which is quite helpful. So over here, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm going to go teleport to them, and then I'm going to whack them because I'm very strong. So let's see. Hit. 3 hits and it's dead. The spider, 3 hits and it's dead, and this is without a sword. I'm bare-handed these things. Look at this, bare knuckle. I can teleport around and be an absolute monster. What happens if I attack one of them? Nothing. I can just attack them freely. Oh, that's God mode. It is on creative mode, I guess. Maybe I should have changed that, because then I would feel the force of an Enderman in-game battle. But never mind, what are you going to do? You probably would have to fight them there. Let's see, I could be a blaze. Being a blaze is cool. If you press R, you can chuck out fire just like the ghast and light up the place at night. I am dodging those flames. I kind of want to fight this skeleton. Let's shoot him. He doesn't do anything because it's set to creative mode, which is rather silly of me. Oh, he died very quickly from the blaze. What a powerful creature I am. Oh, I can stand in the fire because I'm made of fire. That's not an issue, and I'm also in creative mode, so it probably doesn't affect me. But it doesn't matter. The Remorphed mod is really, really cool. Let's change something else. I want to use this little guy. Yeah, I'm going to be a breeze again. Let's have a look around. Can I use an ability from the breeze? No. Pressing R doesn't seem to wield or yield any kind of ability here, which is a shame. The creaking. What can I do? Nothing. I can run around. It looks cool, but I can't do anything really. I can't hit. I can hit, but I can't actually press the button to do anything specific for the creaking, which is a shame. I kind of want to try out being a creeper, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to have a look around. This is rubbish. Let's change to creeper. Now this does have an ability. If I press R, boom, yay, but no ground is destroyed. That's kind of weird. Let's change it to survival, just to make sure. Let's go over here. Boom. 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 He's gone, but the ground does not. Pretty cool, and don't lose any health. So basically what, I can just go around and explode myself? That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just like an insta-kill thing as a creeper. And I don't die in the process either. That's pretty cool. It's a shame I can't destroy the ground. I would have liked that. That would have been a cool thing to do. Let's go over here and kill the creeper. Let's see if it works. Yep. Sorry, Mr. Man. I'll just take your gunpowder. That's good. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Maybe I can start some infighting. Ow! Bang! So what do I do? What do I do? I punch this skeleton. Yeah, he's chasing me now. He's chasing me. So there's a bit of infighting going on. Go over here. Get this one. 2 of them. Come on. Come on. Punch that one. Maybe I can get an infighting here. Don't need. Bang! Boom! Done him. Yeah! Look at that. That's healthy. I'm very happy. That's pretty cool. There's plenty of abilities available for some of these monsters. If you go back to creative mode, you get the full list. That's what I'm doing that for. Elder Guardian. Can I try that? Can I try the Elder Guardian? Well, I don't know. I need to go to the water, really, to go and try the Elder Guardian. Let's remove these things from my inventory. Then I can try and do that one, because that looks fun. Let's go over here. Am I an Elder Guardian? Yes. Does he have an ability? No, it doesn't do anything. That's a shame. It's just like a really big, sad fish. I'd like to be able to press R and mess people up with that giant laser beam. Let's try that one. Can I be laser beams? Can I do laser beams? No! There's no laser beams, so some monsters, sadly, cannot do their little task. But now I'm going to fly around, because I think I've changed to Phantom. Let's have a look. I'll get out of the water. Yeah, this is pretty fast. Oh, I'm a magma cube, but that's wrong. Does it do anything? No. It's just sad. Some of these don't work. Let's try being a phantom. Can I be a phantom? Where's that? Magma cube, size 1 and 2. That's no good. I want to be something else. Let's have a look. I'm going to try Let me have a look in this list. I don't want to be an armadillo. That's rubbish. A bee? A bee can fly. I can be a chicken. That's cool. I like the idea of being a chicken. My special power is to lay an egg. That's crazy. Let's set it to daytime so I can see what's going on here. Maybe I should change it back to survival mode as well, because otherwise I'm in a bit of trouble. Let's go up the hill, flying as a chicken do, and then I can land here in this pile of mud. Oh, look, you can fly. Yeah, you can fly safely down to the ground. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, if you click variants, look, you can change it. Maybe I want to be the white chicken. The temperate chicken. I like that. It's just a normal one. There I am, floating to the ground. Survival mode. Yeah, you can float down as a little chicken. That's cool. Nice and safe. And my special power is to lay an egg if I press R. Is that even really a special power? There it is. This is pretty cool, being a chicken. Maybe you could hang around a town and trick your friends. That would be the best thing to do with this mod. Yep, here I am. Okay, so let's lay an egg. Oh, wow, press R and you lay an egg. Not really what I wanted to do, but you can fly around and stuff and you can back yourself up. Those fire marks means you will die. So yeah, be very careful with that, because I did die. This isn't very good. It doesn't do anything. It's supposed to be a super dangerous creeper. But yeah, this is pretty cool, isn't it? It can be one of those little silverfish. You can go under the trees because I'm very small. Nice. I can zoom around as a little silverfish. No problem at all. And this is a very good mod, isn't it? I like it. This is the Remorphed mod. If you've liked this video, subscribe, send me a comment, and maybe consider supporting me on Ko-fi. Yeah, look, I'm one of those evokers now. The last thing I'm going to do is show you the teeth, because that's what we need, the teeth. Yeah, you press R and you get this ability. That is a super ability, isn't it? That's cool. You can use the snapping jaws to kill your friends. I like this. This is probably the better choice in the Remorphed mod. Nice. So yeah, I'm Ixical. This has been the Remorphed mod, and I'll see you next time.